What's up, guys? Okay, we got another rant with Russell here. I'm driving, obviously. My camera it cracked. My phone cracked probably like 75% of you guys. So my camera is kind of weird looking. This is all I got right now because I put it up on the dash so I can talk to you guys. Today, I want to talk about why you should never allow your husband or your wife to play in any sort of reality game in which they're going to spend a significant amount of time with someone else. Because that someone else is always someone good looking and someone with a crazy or great personality, because that's why they were casted in the first place. Now, it's kind of ironic I'm going to do this video while I'm on my way to pick up my daughter at her mother's house, my ex-wife. If I wouldn't have played reality TV 100%, and my ex-wife says the same, we would still be married. Now, you can easily say, you haters would definitely say, oh, that's just because of you. Well, I know several cases where they just settle and stay together. I know several cases of superstars from Survivor that I've done events with or seen things happen. I haven't actually seen the infidelity with my own eyes, but common sense tells you when someone leaves together and then they arrive at some other different activity that is being held together, or if you accidentally see someone go in another room, their hotel room, with someone else, and that someone is married. Yeah, I know several people that's happily married, that's heroes, that are that have cheated on their wives or husbands. Like I said, didn't see it with my own eyes, but common sense tells me that it's happened. I'll give you an example of a case of a happily married couple. Whitney Duncan. She was married. I don't even know if some of you guys know this, but she played Survivor. I don't know what season. I don't really care. She was married, and the reason I know about her husband is because her husband was waiting for the family visit. He got flown out to whatever island they were on because my brother Sean was there, and they were waiting to see each other. My brother told me that this guy was love. He was in love. He loved Whitney. He was sitting there looking for rocks in the sand that are shapes of hearts so he can give to his loving wife when he sees her for the first time during the family visit, when Jeff says, bring them in and you just get to see your family. At the same time, while he's looking for these hearts, she's literally sleeping with another man on national television when people actually can see. Now, again, you say, oh, well, it's just you and your circumstances with you, or maybe just circumstances with her. I'm telling you, it's not a good place for a husband or a wife to be in. It's a terrible place. You will know what I'm talking about as soon as you have, especially if you become a big character in whatever show you're trying to do. You will be tempted, and it's like you're in a different world. You're in a reality world that doesn't exist. You're in a fantasy world that doesn't exist, and you go out there and you think everything else you don't even think about. You're in Snow White. You're in a fairy tale land. It just doesn't work. And if you're thinking about doing reality TV and you're married, you're happily married, your husband, your wife, or whoever, if somebody else is thinking about doing it, I'm telling you to think about it. It will be a problem. I know people that think that these people are, I don't want to say too many names. I'll say, the only reason I'm saying Whitney's name is because it publicly happened. We all seen it happen. I'm not going to say, I may say these names later on a special I'll do. I don't know. It depends on if my YouTube catches on and I'm like, you know what, I don't care. I'll just break it out. I know names of very famous, in the reality world famous, that's crazy immorally wrong on a regular basis. And they just don't stop, right? They do these events. I don't even do events anymore. No longer go to events. If I do any events now, it'd be stuff that I make. I plan on traveling around. When I flip a tiny bus, right now I'm working on a tiny house, and going to fans and seeing different people. But that's later on, and that's another episode. So, if you're thinking about playing Survivor, just don't do it. Or if you're thinking about playing Big Brother, it's the same way. You know, you see things happen on Big Brother. You see these relationships form on these TV shows. And then when it's all over, it's most of the time it's over. Sometimes it still works. The relationship works. I was in a few relationships after the show with people after my first season, my relationship started going downhill, straight downhill. And it's because I let all that get the best of me. And I was obsessed with the fame of Russell Hanson, what that character that I played. I was literally obsessed with that person. Now, the difference between me and someone else out there that I may name later, or a few people that I know of, is they can't accept the fact that, yeah, I did something wrong. You know, and it goes with everything. It goes with life. The only way you're going to change anything in life is when you start realizing sometimes you got to start with yourself. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror, and that's the person that needs to change first. I didn't realize that till it was too late. Now, some of you that's going through problems and going maybe a breakup in your marriage, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, you want to get back together. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, hey, I have to change this. I have to change this for myself. Because if I don't change it for me, then how can I change it with anybody else, with the relationships? Sometimes you really have to change things for you. You can't just say it, you have to do it. And, you know, that's the thing, that's the point. And I'm in a good place in my life right now. And it's because of that. It's because I realized I was the problem. You know, in my relationship, I was the problem. Yeah, now I'm a better father. I'm a better boyfriend. You know, I do things better. I think about that person more. And, you know, I'm going off of trying to be, need gas. You know, I'm going off trying to, maybe this is a different topic. I don't know. It kind of obtains to the same thing. I'm just trying to tell you a little bit of wisdom. If you're thinking about playing Survivor, or, you know, I'm talking about the game shows that last, that you stay with, the people that you actually sleep with. And CBS, NBC, ABC, NSNBC, I don't care who the hell it is, MTV, I don't care who it is. They want it for good TV. They could care less about you and your family. You kidding me? They could care less if you end up by getting a divorce. That's my dog right here. Come on. It's my doggy. I know it's always the big bad mean guys with the little bitty sweet dogs. And it's always the girls usually with the big dogs. It's crazy. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Look, if you're going to do reality TV, you need to seriously think about it. It will a point in time come to where it's something in your relationship will be jeopardized, and sometimes it just isn't worth it. If you tell me, if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have never played Survivor, and that's a damn shame that I'm saying that. But if I could go back in time, I would stay put in my home, working with my business, Hans Tankering. Very successful company at the time. I lost everything. Alright guys, I appreciate you for watching. Please subscribe below. This is ultimately mine and my son's YouTube page. He's usually behind the camera. He helps out a lot though. So please subscribe below. We're trying to make this thing grow so we can have something special together, you know. And I'm doing what I can do to help him, because he loves it. He loves the YouTube channel. It makes me excited that he's excited. So it helps when you guys like it and subscribe. And I'm going to be back to do more Russell rants. Right now, we're doing a lot, working on the tiny house. So check out the below. They have the me flipping the house, or the tiny house, the RV into the house. Check that out. You know, it's going to be fun. But keep watching, guys, and I'm going to keep delivering. Thanks, guys. Keep hope alive.